Indianapolis, this is WSMM-DB. Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
For me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Speaking of a mission from God, thank you to all our stations. And how do you spell hemorrhoid? Lebron. Hemorrhoid. For 23 years. Oh, and Glitch, that's for you. Let's go.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up?
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up. I got to thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Because we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Please send those seals back to SeaWorld.
Oh, yeah!
Let's go, baby! Woo!
Tiger Stripes Media, don't tempt me.
And Pizzle, hats off. It was a game, Bubba.
Mm-hmm. It was. Good morning. And welcome to the the overreaction manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have y'all with us. Glad to have everybody in the Fanatics feedback zone with us, with their comments and questions, and Fit Down Sports, aka our good friend Chris Dietz. What did I watch yesterday in Dallas? I can't describe it.
Neither can I, but y'all got the W. That's all that matters.
Yep. Cowboys got the win in overtime, 40-37. We'll give you the full scoreboard in just a moment.
Yep.
But I want to start in Detroit.
That's
Here,
that's a game you may have to summon Jim Ross for.
I won't need Jim Ross.
Okay.
Honey, crank up the tank. Give me this camera. Dear Chicago Bears, y'all suck. Period.
Given
what I watched parts of yesterday in Detroit was flat out pathetic. Just like Victor asked me to be critical, I'm being very critical. The Chicago Bears are pathetic. Period.
There's a button for how they played, right?
I was going to tell you stand by on that, but we needed Chris Bates at that juncture. I follow up with this question.
What in the all types of blue hell
was that? What was that?
As Dietz said, the Bears are going to
bear. Yeah, the Bears are going to bear. Absolutely right. And you all, and I can't put everything on Caleb Williams. Can't do that when it's an organizational problem.
Yeah.
But I will begin with Caleb Williams. Dear Chicago Bear fans and Chicago Bear organization, you put your money into that? Really? We even had a Tyler Badgett signing. It got so bad.
Yeah, they put all of their money
And as I said,
on this guy.
Yep. And as I said many times before, you have risked, doubled down, mortgaged away, and to borrow a word and playmaker, you're going to yell at me, yeeted away your entire future for DJ Moore. And then on top of that, you backed up the Brinks truck twice.
Yep.
For Caleb Williams. You made a starter out of a backup.
Yeah, that didn't exactly go well. That didn't go well now, did it?
QB mild has turned QB nothing. The only good player yesterday that I saw was Roma Dunze. He actually caught the ball, unlike DJ Moore. And you know who else you don't trust in that offense? How about Cole Kmet? How about your draft picks? How about the fact that you spent your draft picks on offense and you don't get him in the game? You know the Bears had a couple of healthy scratches. Which tells me which tells me you put something at the foot of Ben Johnson that he has no control over. And Ben Johnson, you gotta get better at coaching, my man. You're, as far as I've seen, you're an offensive coordinator at best. And let me talk about the Bears defense. In the last 5 quarters, and let me shout out Jonathan Hood and Hall of Famer Dave Kaplan for this stat from the Cap and J Hood show in Chicago. You know, in the last 5 quarters of football, the Bears have allowed 73 points. That's why they're 0-2. And if they keep playing that way, they're going to be 0-4 before they hit their bye. And then after the bye, they're not going to win a doggone thing. I have to be careful. I got yelled at by my wife, who is our coordinating producer and who is also in charge of daily ops. I'll tell that story after the break.
I hate to say it, but I think they're going to either be 0-4 or 1-3 anyway.
And thank you, Pizzle, for this stat. Y'all keep the stats coming because the Fanatics Feedback Zone is the lifeblood of the show. Colston Loveland, you spit a draft pick on Colston Loveland, who I think is going to wind up being traded to an actual good team. Kyle Shanahan, line 1. He got
nothing.
No receptions. Nothing. He got, how do I often say it? Nothing. A top 10 pick at a tight end position where you have Cole Kmet. How often do we see teams use 2 tight ends? It's often now. Thank you, Travis Kelce and George the Animal Kittle.
Before that, Gronkowski.
Before that, Gronk.
And then we can go as far back as
Zach
Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez. Doug Cosby. Jay Novacek. Brent Jones. What am I naming? Tight ends that actually participate in the game. You spend money on Colston Loveland. And how about this stat? And thank you, Dietz, for that. Thank you to the Dietz Stats Bureau. The Lions have had 25 first downs and only 10 third down plays. Let me repeat that again, courtesy of Dietz Sports Research. 25 first downs, 10 third down plays. 10.
Which they were 4 for 10 on.
Pathetic. The Chicago Bears are pathetic. And my late mother asked me for years, why don't I like the Chicago Bears? Mom, I love you, I miss you, and I hope this answers your question. Okay, honey, you can close the tank now.
Oh, what a day for those guys. By the way, the other big stat when it came to Caleb Williams, sacked 4 times for 29 yards.
Caleb Williams, you suck. Period. You have sucked. You understand me? You have sucked since your grand game at Texas in the Red River Shootout. You haven't had a good game since. I hear music, so we're going to a break. Coming up after the break, to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters, shut up. That's next. This is Snowman in the Morning. Back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Welcome back to this Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Overreaction Monday is what we like to call it. Hey, you want to get more Snowman in the Morning? Make sure you check out the YouTube channel at SIT Morning. That's where you can subscribe, get exclusive clips, and if you want behind the scenes footage, you can go to patreon.com/SIT Morning. Now then, give me the tank again.
Oh, it's a good thing we got the extra large one today. We need it.
Now give me this dog on camera.
Oh, boy.
To all you San Francisco 49er haters, I know it's only 2 weeks in the season. I know we played the New Orleans Saints yesterday, but as beat up as we are, Shut up. 26-21 was the final score.
Yep.
And you can close the tank after that. I did that just to be silly. Close the tank. I did that to be totally silly, but I want to bring up
me
this
come
point.
out of retirement for this. I tell you what.
Yeah, I tell you what. Before we get back to the 49ers, I got to step away for a minute. Dog has something to say about his game yesterday in Miami. Take it.
Yeah, you want to talk about an absolute dogfight and pizzle. At least Miami looked more competent than what they did against Indianapolis. 33-27 was the final in that game. Trust me, no one had that on their bingo card going forward. Drake May went 19 of 23, 230, 2 touch. Tua went 26 of 32, 315, 2 touch, 1 pick. It was that pick late that sealed the game for New England. But let's talk about the fact that in 12 seconds, we had, wait for it, a punt return for a 74-yard TD by Miami. And then New England returns a kickoff 90 yards to the house to say, you know what you can do, we can do better. Tua was undefeated against New England going into this game, 7-0, and New England hadn't won in Miami since 2019. Something had to give. And what gave was Miami. Now, granted, this wasn't the same Miami team that got their tail ends whooped by Indianapolis in week 1. But if I'm down there in Miami and I'm Coach McDaniel, I'd be concerned. Because you lost to a team that is likely going to end up in the playoffs with Indianapolis. And then you end up coming up short against a team that fell to, of all teams, the Raiders week 1. We go from putting up 13 points in our house to putting up 33 points on the road. Figure that one out. But if I'm Mike Vrabel right now, I'm sitting at 1-1. You know, I don't know how comfortable I'd be. There was a lot of improvement that needs to happen from this game. There was a lot of, well, let's just put it bluntly, stupid penalties on the front line that need to be corrected. I'm going to say that right now. Stupid flipping penalties on the front line. There were too many offsides calls. There was too many encroachment calls on the front line that killed drives. So that has to be fixed. But in regards to head coach McDaniel over there in Miami, I'd be concerned right now. I would legitimately be concerned. Tua looks strong, but he can't do it all. Because there's going to come a point when McDaniel is going to end up forcing Tua to do something stupid, and Tua's going to end up on the bench with another concussion. Yesterday's game showed improvement for both teams, but I'd be more concerned if I was McDaniel. That's just me, though.
Oh, wrong button. Dear Mike McDaniel, you fired.
No, that's going to be Mike Tomlin in about 3 weeks.
Well, to Mike Tomlin and Mike McDaniel, you fired.
Well, you know how Mike Tomlin feels about all this.
We do not care.
33-27, the final in Miami. New England wins in Miami for the first time since, what'd you tell me, 2019?
2019.
Mm.
And Tua was undefeated against New England.
Until yesterday.
Yep.
Now to New Orleans. A beat-up 49er team took down New Orleans 26-21. And I got some praise for Mac Jones. After a 3-and-out on their first drive, he got the Niners on the board with a 15-play drive.
That'll do it.
executing that offense with precision. And I also want to give some shout out to the Niners defense for shutting the door. New Orleans got downfield in a hurry. The Niners surrendered 300 yards of offense. But that defense of San Francisco is starting to get their act together.
Yeah.
They're starting to get there. And what's scary is that some of the pieces that have been injured for the 49ers on offense may be coming back by the time we go to Los Angeles, which is going to be a pain in the ass because Playmaker's going to hop on.
Yeah. But you also got to figure Bosa is finally starting to get into his groove, and he's doing it early.
Yes, he is.
And that is worrisome.
Yeah, for everybody else.
Exactly.
To Arlington Stadium. What the hell was that?
The Giants having 14 penalties for $160.
And there was another stat that Dietz gave us. Where is it? It's right here. Talk about stupid penalties. The Giants had 6 penalties for 70 yards on their first drive.
Yes.
That should tell you everything you need to know. And to Jared Chalucci, tell me I'm saying that right. If not, please correct me. Mac Jones, in one game for the 49ers, threw 3 touchdowns.
Yep.
I don't think Mac's ever had a 3-touchdown game in New England.
Not that I am aware of.
I don't think I know he's had a 2-touchdown game, but never a 3-touchdown game.
Oh, let me just
take a look. Take a look at that.
For the sake of it, since I'm already
take
here.
a look at that. But New York Giants, you should be embarrassed. 14 penalties, I think it was. 14 penalties for 160 yards, as we're talking Cowboys this morning on Snowman in the Morning, Cowboys and Giants. Doing our Overreaction Monday. 14 penalties for 160 yards, and it looked like the Giants were going to escape. It looked like the Giants were going to escape. But then Brandon Aubrey
Yeah.
But then Brandon Aubrey drilled a missile from 64 yards. What?
Yeah.
Victor was calling the game yesterday on Sportsnet Sunday for us. Victor lost his voice.
Right. By the way, for Mac Jones, he's had 5 career 3 TD games, 4 of them in New England. Most recent one was the 10th of September 2023 against Philly.
Thank you for the correction. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
But what the hell was that? What do I often say? What in the Vita blue, yellow-bellied, red-blooded hell was that? If I'm the New York Giants, I'm embarrassed. You had a chance to be 2-0, and you blew them both times. You blew it. "64-yard field goal as the clock went dead."
Yeah.
Victor Locke says, "I'm a Cowboys fan and I'm embarrassed." Jared Goff threw 5 TDs, 3 to Amon-Ra St. Brown. We'll touch on that game in full in a moment. Or we'll do it after the break. But matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to show you with Joe Davis and the Moose, Daryl Johnston on the call. Giants leading 37-34 we're all thinking, Victor included, because he's the Cowboys expert for us, that, oh, and Victor, my wife has a question for you. She says, why do you like so many teams in Texas? Because she caught us talking about the Longhorns opening day. This is the kick heard round the world.
Aubrey, does he have enough? On the way, it is good! That's why they trusted him. Never a doubt. On to over.
The fact that Aubrey is the first kicker to hit a game tying in the fourth quarter as the clock goes dead, and then a game winning in overtime as the clock goes dead.
The clock goes dead. First kicker ever. My first ever favorite kicker was Ray Wershing. Behind him was an old cowboy, Raphael Septien.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon Aubrey, sheesh.
That is called having ice in your veins.
Big time.
Whew.
Big time. My gracious. All right. Well, we got that out of the way, and I'm going to call an audible, as I usually do. Coming up after the break, I'm going to honor Tiger Stripes Media requests.
Oh, no.
We're going to go down to Atlanta. This is Snowman in the Morning. We're back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. This is indeed Snowman in the Morning. And we're honoring all of our radio stations today, including 2 new ones. A shout to those listening via WHDR down in the Carolinas, and those of you listening on WQVZ in Alabama. Thanks to my friend thanks to my friend Rob O'Ryan for putting that together for us, and thank you for the support from those of you down in the Carolinas. But I'm here in Indiana, and I want to talk about the Indianapolis Colts before I get to Tiger Stripes' requests.
All right, talk to me.
Daniel Jones is 2-0.
Yeah, but they got a little fortunate yesterday.
They got a gift at the end of the ball game yesterday. That should have been an L. That should have been an L.
But
Spencer Schrader tried a 60-yard field goal, didn't get it. But DJ Jones, former 49er, now turned Bronco, was whistled for leverage.
Yep, you can't jump over the center.
That's a 15-yard penalty. So the attempt went from 60 to 45, and Spencer Schrader drilled it as time expired.
Oh, as time expired, hell, man, it was untimed. It was literally
that was an untimed.
it was deaded.
That's very true. Thank you for that correction. That was an untimed down. So the clock had zeros on it. You either make it or you go home with an L. And Schrader drilled it.
Yep.
And Jared, you're absolutely right. The Colts got lucky. Because I was calling that while I was in the midst of a spelling bee. And we'll tell you that funny story in a little bit.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
we'll tell you about the spelling bee. And I was in the midst of a spelling bee on Discord while covering the Colts game. I got excited. My wife was screaming her head off in the bedroom about that game. But the player of the game for me in that game was Jonathan Taylor. 164 yards on the ground. And it wasn't one of Daniel Jones's best games, but I tell you what, this Colts offense with Daniel Jones at quarterback moves the football a lot.
That they do.
They had over 400 yards yesterday of offense. Let that sink in for all you Colts haters. 400 plus yards of offense. And now I'm doing research. And the only criticism, honestly, that I have for the Colts, they had to settle for 5 field goals, including the game winner.
Red zone offense was lacking.
Yeah, red zone offense was bad against the Broncos, but kudos to that Broncos defense for standing up every time the Colts got in the red zone. Matter of fact, Colts got in the red zone 7 times. 5 field goals and 2 touchdowns. But look, I'm not doubting this Colts offense. Not anymore. Not anymore. As I take a look at that, 6 points in the fourth quarter for the Colts. Those were the 2 field goals that made it 28-26, and then the game winner with no time on the clock. Game started with a field goal. Colts led 3-0, and then Broncos countered with a touchdown. Bo Nix to Marvin Mims that covered 23 yards. They placed 64 yards on that one. Another field goal for the Colts from 33 that made it 7-6, and then the Colts' first touchdown of the game. Daniel Jones up the middle for a yard that capped off a 62-yard drive. But I want to look at the numbers.
I'm looking at them right now.
Game. And 60. Oh, wait. Knicks threw for 392. J.K. Dobbins, 30 carries, 139 yards. For the Colts.
To correct you, boss, Bo Nix only threw for 205.
Oh, these are total numbers. I'm sorry. I looked at this wrong. These are total numbers. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I was going to say Knicks threw for 205, 22 of 30, 3 touch, 1 pick. JK went 14 touch, 76 yards, and a touchdown. Besides that, there wasn't a whole lot of offense for Denver.
You're right. I'm looking at this totally wrong.
Jones went. I got you covered. Don't worry about it. Jones went 23 of 34, 316, 1 touchdown, sacked once, 10-yard loss, rating of a 107. Jonathan Taylor, 25 touches, 165. Jones went 6 carries, 2 yards, had that rushing touchdown. And the receiving touchdown went to Jonathan Taylor, 2 for 50. Tyler Warren, 4 for 79. Alec Pierce, 4 for 68. Josh Downs, 6 for 51. Jonathan Taylor, 2 for 50.
Total yards for the Colts. I said over 400. What's the exact number?
Let me get back to that screen. Total number 473.
473. Almost 500 yards of offense. You want to know how dangerous this Colts team can be? And no one believed me when I said it. Dog, what did I say at the top of the season about how dangerous this Colts team can be now that they have an actual quarterback?
Here's your big thing. 6 of 13 on third down.
On the money down.
Yeah, but they were 2 for 6 in the red zone. That's concerning.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. You gotta correct that, Indy. You gotta correct that. You gotta get touchdowns instead of field goals. But in this situation, I'll take it.
By the way, they're already coming up with graphic ideas.
I'm ahead of you.
Yeah.
I'm ahead of you.
Of course you would be.
Y'all may see that graphic during the second hour. And there are two games with no punts.
Yeah.
Pizzle, which are the 2 games with no punts? See, the fans help us with stats, okay? Because I'm old and I can't remember all of them. 2 games with no punts in 1 week. And before we go to break, you, sir, said there was a first.
Yeah, this one happened in the Seattle-Pittsburgh game. This is the first time I've ever heard of this. And apparently Pizzle is saying both Colts games this season have had 0 punts.
Well, no wonder I haven't had to call Rigoberto Sanchez. I just thought of that. I didn't say Rigoberto Sanchez the entire game against Miami. Not once.
Okay, so Seattle just got done scoring early in the fourth quarter against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Let's set this up. This is in Pittsburgh, the whole 9 thing. Purgatory managed to surprise us.
Yes.
So they kicked the ball off into Pittsburgh territory. Mm-hmm. The ball hits in the landing zone, goes through somebody on Pittsburgh's side's hands. They never touched it, but it was considered live ball. Mm-hmm. Seattle goes into the back of the end zone, recovers it for a touchdown. This is the first time I've heard with this rule of this happening.
Oh, Michael, where you at?
Let me guess. He did what?
We do not care.
Yeah,
apparently you don't.
That would be the guys on Pittsburgh right about now wondering why did that happen.
But kudos to Indianapolis for the effort they put up yesterday, because I can tell you from covering the Colts last year, there were a lot of games that they were in, but in some cases they quit.
Yeah.
Because they were excited to be in the game and not finish the doggone thing.
Now,
They finished it yesterday.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Last week was the blowout against Miami.
Yes.
This is proving that Indy can win games both clean and dirty.
Yeah, because yesterday was dirty.
Yeah.
Yesterday's game was completely dirty, especially, and I knew it would be a dogfight. Matt Taylor said it would be a dogfight. For those of you who wonder who Matt Taylor is, because someone asked me, he is the fabulous radio voice of the Indianapolis Colts and one of my dear friends.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna make it an effort to get him on each and every week.
Yeah.
And yes, I am building a library for that. Jonathan Flagle. Jonathan, did I get that right? Flagle?
That's the pronunciation, yes. That's how I would have it.
Okay. Flagle says Bo played good, but it was Denver's defense, special teams, and lack of situational awareness and discipline that cost them a game. What was Denver's numbers on third down?
Denver's numbers on third down. Give me just a second to get back to that because I got the general page up in front of me because I was curious about some of those other games. Third down was, let me take a look, 4 of 9.
4 of 9 on third down, including one where they got stuffed.
Yeah,
late in the fourth quarter, which led to a Colts field goal. No, that was an interception that led to the Colts field goal. They get stuffed on third down on the drive that led to the Colts winning the game.
Yep.
To the Colts winning the game. Oops.
Right.
The Colts are 2-0.
Go figure.
I can't believe I'm saying this for the first time in a while. The Colts are 2-0.
Yeah.
On that, we're going to a break. When we come back, I will honor Tiger Stripes Media. I will honor Tiger Stripes Media requests. Oh gosh,
And Clemson, this is why you fell out of the top 25.
We're back in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, No, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Furious? What's furious?
Welcome back to Snowman in the Morning on this Manic Overreaction Monday. We're adding the old school flavor to it with a little bit of music before and after each break to honor our stations. We're coming up on the top of the hour, 14 before. And we go to the Fanatics feedback zone. Jonathan Flager says, yes, Snowman, you got it right. Think bagel and flay as in Bobby Flay, but combine them and don't pronounce the P. I thought that was the case, but I wanted to.
That's how I read it and had it in my mind too.
Okay.
So you got it, dude.
Good. 70 yards and P. Who got? Every time they throw to Pickens, there's a PI call. That's insane. And of course, the folks recognize my beautiful wife, the lovely Dr. K, or as Victor says, the legendary Dr. K, with her comment about the Colts before we went to break.
And for some reason, this came out of Victor's mouth. Dear Glitch, you fool! We got to talk about that later. We definitely got to talk about that later.
Oh, Glitch ain't gonna like me this week.
Oh, God, no.
Dear Glitch, you fool!
We'll explain where this is coming from in a minute, but first, dear Clemson, you fell out of the top 25 because you got your butts kicked by Georgia Tech. Boss man?
Even better. Dear Clemson, you fool!
Yeah.
Tiger Stripes Media, you made a request of me. I am now going to honor it. Come here.
Gotcha.
What was that, Clemson? 5 years ago, same stadium, Bobby Dodd Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. You went to Georgia Tech and hung 70 points on them. Now you barely scored 21 and you get victimized by a fire drill and you walk out of Bobby Dodd Stadium. Where is it? With a big fat... And you're out of the top 25. And I'm going to make a prediction that may go wrong, but may not go wrong. You ain't getting back in.
Their playoff push may be done too.
As George Carlin said, and I use this phrase about the top 25, hey, Clemson, it's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Yep.
Clemson is no longer a part of the big club. And we'll talk about the big club later.
Yeah. That's next hour.
You cannot. Thank you, Deets. Clemson has no running game because Travis Etienne ain't walking through that door anytime soon. So that's the first problem. The second problem, You allow Georgia Tech 400 yards of offense. Oops. I know that's a projection. That's a prediction sure to come out wrong, as my wonderful producer will look up the exact number for me. But it seems like Georgia Tech ran at will. At will.
Hayes King went for a $103 rushing and threw for 211.
That's 300 yards of offense right there.
Yeah, the rest of their running game was anemic, but Haynes King was the dominant force in that. 125 carries, $103, 1 touchdown. Jamal Hayes, 12 for 26 and 1 touch.
I will say something that no one else except Chris Dietz, gotta honor the king of the hill, will say aloud. 4 words for you. Haynes King for Heisman. The word Heisman begins with H. I think the winner should begin with H. But back to Clemson. That was as anemic a performance I've ever seen from you in the Dabo Swinney era, ever. And they put you in the top 25 for what? You lost to LSU, and now you lost to Georgia Tech. Clemson, friends, Tigers, countrymen, lend me your ears. Your season is over. That's Snowman's take. What's yours?
Here's the big thing dealing with Clemson. They had 2 turnovers, which really cost them. They lost a fumble and had an interception thrown. Everything else, Clemson was either there or actually beating Georgia Tech. It's just mistakes cost them late.
Very late. Mistakes cost them a walk-off field goal. A non-conversion on 3rd down on the previous drive cost them a walk-off field goal. And how about the execution of Georgia Tech on the last drive?
I was watching that, and that whole fire drill thing.
Was that not
and here's the thing, that it's not the first time we've seen this either. The fact that they already had basically the front line in the game. They only had to swap out 6 pieces instead of an entire offense.
Instead of entire offensive line. Sick Diggy joins us from Norway, so we are now internationally syndicated. Good morning to you, Sick.
Now, speaking of the top 25, since we got a few minutes before the top of the hour.
And we're going to expand on that when we come back from the halftime break. But go on, sir.
Do you want to go top to bottom or bottom to top?
Bottom to top.
25, new entrant, USC. 20. Yeah, USC gets in. 25, 3-0.
Come here.
I'm dead serious.
24.
Surprisingly, and I say this with a real hitch in my voice, Notre Dame.
Talk about that after the break, because I'm going to roast Notre Dame. Next one.
23, Missouri. 22, Auburn. 21, Michigan. 20, new entrant, Vanderbilt.
That's a great club. That's a great ball club. And they went to South Carolina and whooped their ass.
Yes, they did.
Let me say that again. I'm a fan of Diego Pavia. I love that kid. Vanderbilt went to South Carolina and whipped their ass.
I think what you're looking for is.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Listen. I'll say it again. I got the button over here. Vanderbilt went to South Carolina and whipped their ass.
Yeah.
Next one.
19, moving up 3 spots, Indiana.
See, Indiana gets no. Well, we'll expand on the poll after the break. I'll just give a one-liner. Indiana's gotten no love in 2 years. Next.
Yeah, media's screwing them over. 18 new admission at 3-0, Georgia Tech.
Perfect.
17, Texas Tech, up 4.
Okay, next one.
Up 4 again, number 16, Utah at 3-0.
No love for Utah either.
At 15,
and they're going to win Utah's going to win the Big 12.
At 15,
just saying.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. 15, 2-1, Tennessee Volunteers.
They got, Tennessee stays put.
Yeah.
At 15, because they were at 15 coming into the game against Georgia, which was 800 yards of offense and a Donnybrook in and of itself.
That it was.
And Tennessee played Georgia to overtime. So Tennessee is right where they need to be. Next one.
Next on the hit list at 14, 2-1, Alabama. They move up 5 after beating Wisconsin.
Oh, hell no. Out. OUTT. Out. Next.
At 13, with a 41-35 win, Lane Kiffin's job is safe. Up 4, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss. I saw the end of that game. I was thinking upset, but Ole Miss recovered a fumble late.
At number 12, up 2 after a 24-16 win, Iowa State.
Iowa State, yeah, buddy. They're competing for the Big 12 title.
At number 11, after a 42-3 shellacking that they delivered, Oklahoma sits at 11.
Interesting with their SEC schedule coming up.
At number 10, the team that knocked down Notre Dame 41-40, up
Texas
6
A&M.
spots.
Texas
the 12s.
A&M.
The 12s known as A&M.
Texas A&M moving up in the ranks. Next one.
Number 9, staying put after a 38-0 shellacking they delivered to Western Michigan, Illinois.
And they got a big one coming up this weekend.
That they do. At number 8, dropping a slot, even though they beat UTEP 27-10, it's the Longhorns of Texas.
And they're going to keep dropping as long as they play like ish. Next.
Actually going up 3 positions, even though they were on an off week, Florida State.
Good. They put a foot in Alabama, and they've been climbing since. Next one.
Here's a shocker. After beating Northwestern 34-14, dropping 2 spots, number 6 is Oregon.
And you'll hear the reason coming up in just a couple of moments.
At number 5, beating Tennessee 44-41, jumping a slot, it's Georgia.
That's why Oregon dropped 2 spots, because Georgia had a heck of a game against Tennessee, and they deserve to move up. Next.
Moving up a spot to 4 after beating South Florida 49-12, the U in Miami.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can they keep it is the question.
Like
Peter Tamarkin said, every time someone landed on the car space, now the trick is, can you keep it? Next.
Yep. Next on the list, after beating Florida 20-10 down in the Death Valley, it's LSU, them Tigers.
And they're going to continue to roll up. They beat Florida, which has playmaker crying a lot of crocodile tears.
At number 2, dropping Villanova 52-6, it's Penn State.
Woo! But they haven't played anybody yet. Let's see what happens during the Big Ten season.
And staying at number 1 after dropping Ohio 37-9, it's them Buckeyes of Ohio State.
107 points in the last 2 games for the Buckeyes. Now the fun can begin. We'll take a break. And when we come back, we'll explore more of the college football poll and some big games coming up for week number 4. You want more on Snowman in the Morning? Look us up on YouTube, youtube.com/@SITmorning. You can also find us on all of your podcast carriers. And you can also find us, ready for this, on snowmanmultimedia.com/SITmorning. Just launched this morning. We're going to a break. More on the college football polls when y'all get back. This is Snowman in the Morning, back after halftime.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, aka Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV, and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable, and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic. They called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
Car Shield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give Car Shield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
Car Shield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
We are back, 11:03, 3 minutes after the hour. Hour number 2 on Snowman in the Morning, presented in part by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. And dog got in my ear and reminded me of something very, very important. And that is this. It's the top of the hour, which means we owe y'all some IDs. This is Snowman in the Morning.
This is WBWS-DB, Chicago. This is WJKS, Indianapolis, Chicago, and the world. This is WSMM-DB, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati.
It's the Worldwide Sports Radio Network.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Well, me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
He's the armchair quarterback.
Woo! Flying right along, doing this old school and loving every single minute of it. And you have a button to push because now it is time.
That I do. It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Snowman SeatGeek Scoreboard Q Queen Update. Incoming couches brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to watch your MLB team make it to the pennant chase, you got the NFL season that is 2 weeks in. College football has already gotten itself 3 weeks going. Or you want to save up for the chance to go to the NHL or NBA. If you're a Lakers fan, please bring your preparation H.
Please do.
Please use code Snowman at SeatGeek for $20 off your first purchase. only with the power of SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
All right, time
And I
for
came up
yours.
with that one clean off the top of my head.
Yes, absolutely. We'll start in the NFL. Yesterday's games go this way. It was Baltimore over Cleveland, 41-17. Cincinnati gets a late touchdown from Jake Browning. They beat Jacksonville 31-27. Brandon Aubrey tied it at the gun and won it at the gun for the Dallas Cowboys, 40-37 the final. We talked about this game earlier in the show. Detroit pummels the Bears 52-21. Shane's Patriots beat the Miami Dolphins in Miami for the first time since 2019. That final 33-27. And love to my beloved 49ers, as beat up as they are, for beating New Orleans 26-21. Mac Jones threw for 274 in the win. The Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, Ryan McCarthy. I warned you about your Jets. You didn't listen. Bills beat the Jets by a final of 30-10. It was Seattle over Pittsburgh, 31-17. The Rams are 2-0. They beat Tennessee 33-19. Carolina gets an onside kick, but fumbles it. Can't do anything with it. They get stopped on fourth down. The Cardinals are 2-0. They beat the Panthers 27-22. Spencer Schrader with a 45-yard field goal on untimed down thanks to a leverage penalty against Denver. They beat the Broncos and are 2-0 for the first time in a while. That final 29-26. Philadelphia survives Kansas City 20-17. What the hell is going on in Kansas City? And in the Sunday night game, it was Atlanta over Minnesota. That final 22-6. Doubleheader tonight in the NFL. Tampa Bay visits Houston. That's at 7. And then 3 hours after that, we go to Vegas as the Chargers will take on the Los Angeles Raiders. The San Diego Chargers and the Los Angeles Raiders. Yes, I'm saying it incorrectly, but I'm old and I'm old school, and I can't help it. To the diamond we go. It was the Pirates over the Nationals 4-3. Royals crowned the Phillies 10-3. Braves beat up the Astros 8-3. Astros are trailing in the American League West for the first time in a while. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are approaching 90 wins. They're sitting at 87 right now. They beat the Orioles by a final of 11-2. Pete Alonso with a 3-run walk-off homer, our call of the day. We'll have that for you in just a moment. As the Mets beat the Rangers 5-2. Indians over the White Sox 3-2. Tigers shut out the Marlins to pick up their 85th win of the year. That final 2-0. Diamondbacks trying to keep pace. They beat the Twins by a final of 6-4. Cardinals over the Brewers 3-2. It was the Cubs picking up a win. Their 85th of the year. They beat the Rays 4-3. Reds the Athletics. The Oakland Athletics over the Cincinnati Reds. That final 7-4. Giants fall to a game above 500. They fall to the Dodgers 10-2. Padres beat the Rockies 9-6. The Mariners, who are in first place by a game over the Astros in the American League West, with 2 key series coming up. They beat the Angels 11-2 and sweep the series. And it was the Red Sox over the New York Yankees. That final was 6-4. You ready to talk some pitching matchups, dog?
Now, before we get into the pitching matchups, there's one other set of scores we need to get to.
And
in the W, the Lynx over the Valkyries, 101-72. The Dream beat the Fever 80-68. Liberty over the Mercury 76-69, and the Aces over the Storm 102-77. Now dealing with the standings as we were talking, it is currently a runaway with Detroit leading Cleveland by 6.5 in the Central. The East, Toronto has a 4-game lead over the Yankees, 5.5 over Boston. Seattle has taken the lead over Houston by a game, which means the wild card for the American League is shaping up to be the Yankees, Boston, and Houston, with Texas 2 games behind with 2 weeks left in the season. Meanwhile, out in the National League, the East, it's a runaway for Philadelphia. Good luck catching them. In the West, the Dodgers have a 2.5-game lead over San Diego, and Milwaukee has a 5.5-game lead over the Cubs, which now means that the National League wild card is shaping up to be the Cubs, San Diego, and the Mets, with San Fran a game back, Arizona 2 back, Cincinnati 2.5 back with 2 weeks left of action.
Who would have thought that the Giants, one of my favorite teams, the San Francisco Giants, would be 1 game back of the wild card? That'll be a race coming
now,
down
before
to
we
the
get
wire.
into the scores, ladies and gentlemen, as requested, because apparently Sick Diggy was asking, we have somebody joining us from a job interview after a job interview.
Hi. I just got home. I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. Did you kick a lot of, as we asked you to during the interview?
Yes, I did.
Good. That's all I
Now
want to know.
let's get to the end of this scoreboard update, and here we go from a Roberto, because it's Roberto Clemente Day, ladies and gentlemen, here in the MLB.
Yep, Cubs and Pirates at 6:40 from Roberto Clemente Park in Pittsburgh.
It's the 9-6 Jameson Italian versus the 4-2 Braxton Ashcroft.
To the nation's capital, Braves and Nationals playing out the string at 6:45.
5-13 Spencer Strider for Atlanta to be countered by the 8-15 Mitchell Parker.
Down to Tampa we go. Blue Jays and Rays. Blue Jays trying to wrap up the division within the next couple of weeks. They start at 7:35.
Making his season debut, it's going to be Trey Savage. Tampa has yet to announce their starter.
And the Orioles and White Sox start at 7:40.
0-1 Kyle Bradish. Yep, the White Sox yet to announce.
To Target Field at 7:40. Yankees and Twins. Yankees trying to hold on to hope to make the playoffs, and they face a Minnesota Twins team that's been downtrodden, but they need to come out swinging.
The 16-8 Carlos Rodon versus the 6-4 Simon Woods Richardson.
7:45, we go to St. Louis. My first favorite team, the St. Louis Cardinals, take on the Cincinnati Reds.
From the Busch Can, it's the 9-8 Zach Lytle versus the 7-12 Matthew Libator.
To Dakin Park at 8:10, big fat series in the American League West. The Battle of Texas, Rangers and Astros in Houston.
The 9-8 Jack Leiter versus the 4-1 Jason Alexander.
Big game for the Giants as we go to Phoenix, Arizona and Chase Field. Giants and D-backs at 9:40. A lot hanging on the line for the San Francisco Giants.
If they want to have a chance against the Dodgers and trying to move up over the Padres, it's the 2-4 Kai Wei Tang versus the 11-14. He's had an off year. Zach Gallen.
And the last game of the night at 10:10 will take place at Chavez Ravine. It's the Philadelphia Phillies at 89-61 taking on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's the 12-6 Ranger Suarez versus the 6-3 Emmett Sheehan.
Those are your scores. Those are your updates. That's the stats, facts, and figures of everything that's going on. And it's presented by SeatGeek. That is the SeatGeek Scoreboard Cutie Queen update brought to you by SeatGeek. Brought to you by SeatGeek. If you want to see your favorite team, if you want to see Blackpink, if you want to see your favorite band, all you have to do is go to SeatGeek.com, use the code Snowman, and you will get $20 off of your first purchase. That's only with the power with the Jeopardy Queen and SeatGeek, where fans can fan.
And she told us that she was worried about hearing about that Jeopardy.
You had to bring it up. You had to bring it up.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. The Queen is with us 12 after the hour. And in case y'all missed it on YouTube, the Queen became Ken Jennings of Marvel Rivals Jeopardy.
Yeah.
If you did not catch it, it was over on Muffin Slayer's YouTube channel, and I was there as one of the contestants. It was myself, Broomhill Boy, Bastonator, and the previous reigning champion, Mochi.
And the Queen took them all down.
I was the one who finished with points in the end. I was the only person to get that final Jeopardy correct. Mochi bet all of her points and got it wrong. I had 2,400 points at that point. I bet 2,000 of them. I was the only person that got it right, and I finished with 4,400 points.
This is for you.
Let's take 30 seconds.
When she told us that she was going to be a contestant on Marvel Rivals Jeopardy, I told my little sister here, because I consider her family, I gave her one order and one order only. What was that order? What I tell my family when they're going into a job interview or whatever.
You said kick ass.
I said kick much.
Yep.
And she kicked much.
Yep.
She kicked more than V Shoujo ever got in his life.
Oh!
Oh my! You
know.
Okay, I have a question for you, Snowman. I do have a question though.
Yes, dear.
Did you show the clip from yesterday?
Not yet.
Oh, but we were
were you waiting for me to be here?
We opened with it.
Oh, I wanted to be here for it.
We didn't show the clip. We referenced it.
We referenced it. We opened with it verbally.
Perhaps we should finish by showing the full clip.
If we have time, we will.
It's 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes.
There is one problem. No, the FCC may not like it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
All of our radio partners. If you want to see matter of fact, let me do this. If you want to see the clip that we're referring to and what we referenced this morning, go to Patreon, patreon.com/SIT morning. That's where you'll see it, and that's where we'll talk about it.
All I'm gonna say is hey Snowman.
Yes.
Your word is hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid. LEBRON.
Hemorrhoid. And for A Pizzle, hemorrhoid. TUA. Hemorrhoid. Wait. Why are we doing that? For the New York Giants, hemorrhoid. RUSSELL. Hemorrhoid.
Russell Wilson.
I
Mr.
have one.
Unlimited.
Okay, I have one.
Yes.
Hemorrhoid. VSHOJO. Hemorrhoid.
Man, the queen here, my little sister. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this.
I got nothing.
He got listen, Jen kicked more than Gun Run ever got in his life and ever will get.
I got nothing here.
I kicked more butt. I kicked more butt than Moten Do, one of the founding members of V Shoujo. I kicked more butt than that dude tried to get from talking bad about Silvervale.
Okay. Then I'll finish this segment off by saying Jen kicked more than Niji Sanji ever did, will, or get. What you just heard is how she was laughing when the dog came up with his spelling of hemorrhoid last night. If you can make her laugh to that point.
If you can make somebody laugh to the point where everything shuts down, that's it. That's game over.
This dude shut down my stream last night with that joke. It was just Snowman couldn't even finish his spelling bee competition.
Everybody fell out.
Me included.
When I cracked that joke.
We'll tell you more about that joke and a few others we cracked. Again, a welcome to WQVZ in Alabama and WHDR in the Carolinas. This is Snowman in the Morning. We got more jokes for you to tell you about from Twitch in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Hey everyone, I'm joined by my old friend, Mr. Ellis Williams, AKA Mr. Biggs. You called me and you told me, you said, man, I got Car Shield and it worked. What made you get it?
I have this old SUV and I know the manufacturer warranty is about to run out. I don't want to get stuck with expensive car repairs.
Right.
So I gave Car Shield a call. Coverage was very affordable and there was no long-term contract. A few months after that, transmission went on my car. I took it to my mechanic, they called Car Shield and saved my family and I $2,400.
CarShield is America's #1 auto protection company. Their administrators have paid out over $1 billion in claims and cover most vehicles from 5,000 to 150,000 miles. You'll receive 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental reimbursement at no additional charge.
Give CarShield a call today before it's too late. Remember,
CarShield cars go farther.
Protect yourself now against expensive auto repair bills. Call 800-513-9263.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Do you remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiles all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. Your brothers and sisters really look up to you. They're a big brother.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
There are so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
I ain't never felt so much love before in my life.
Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to this Manic Monday edition of Snowman in the Morning. Glad to have you all with us. The portion is presented by Invader Coffee, fuel for the fearless. So, old Snowman got roped into a thing last night.
Yep, and that thing ended up getting shut down in the best way,
the greatest way possible. I got roped into a spelling bee.
Not just any spelling bee. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduced him to the HoloLive EN spelling bee.
She did.
The one that was hosted, I believe, last year by Amelia Watson and Gargura. We love you both, and we hope you are doing well in your next journeys away from HoloLive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And
I decided, wouldn't it be funny if we had Snowman spell the words along with the Holo Girls?
Mm-hmm.
We managed to get to the fourth round, the even harder round.
Even harder, yes.
And this is where things went wrong. It got
It-
to Maury Calliope's turn.
This is where all hell broke loose.
It got to Maury Calliope's turn, and all you just hear from the 5-minute clip, it starts with, "I'm ready. I'm going to prove my worth here and now by not asking for the definition or the word in a sentence, unless the word requires the definition. In which case, give it to me." And I was just sat there smiling because I knew what was coming at that point.
Mhm.
I knew the word that was coming at that point.
Yeah,
And I thought he was gonna have a bit of a tough time with it. But I did not expect what Dawn was going to do.
No. Not
So
at all.
then it comes to it, and I believe it was Gura who said it, but she goes, "Your word is hemorrhoid." So I paused the video, ready for Dawn to make a decision for Snowman. Was he going to spell it himself, or was he going to use his lifeline? And then
And I had two
the
lifelines. And
next
folks,
thing I hear,
And granted, they granted me 2 lifelines at this point. They granted me 2 lifelines.
And then the next thing I hear, Dawn. You know you want to say it. You know you want to say it.
Hemorrhoid. Lebron. Hemorrhoid.
We all just lost it.
And
shut down.
The stream was shut down after that. The stream was absolutely shut down.
Everybody fell out.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, no one could do anything for a good 5 minutes after that.
And after the stream shut down, I was in the floor for 10 minutes.
Mind you, after the stream goes off air, I coupled that with, by the way, anyone going to a Lakers game, don't forget your preparation H.
Yes. Yes.
And that was like, that's it. There's no chance.
I was, you know what the bad part is? During the spelling bee, I caught the end of the Colts game, called that, still was in the spelling bee, and I was doing great. And I think I only missed a total of 4 words.
4 or 5, something like that.
I think so, yeah.
I only missed a total of 4 words. One of them came with one of them was a lifeline. When the word was announced, hemorrhoid, the first thing I hear is Napoleon going, "Oh, hell no." which had me cracking up at first. And then Don makes the joke that he makes. He goes, hemorrhoid, Lebron, hemorrhoid. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Everyone collapses. Like I said earlier, I thought the joke was going to go well. I just didn't know it was going to go that well.
Oh, you should hear how Snowman spelled kumquat. Like the fruit.
Yeah, I misspelled kumquat.
He spelled it with a K instead of a Q.
Instead of a Q. I couldn't believe it. I haven't had a kumquat in a long time. Napoleon, and we thought O'Cochran killing the show was hilarious.
And then you got Squiggle putting me underneath there saying, looks like I activated MLG mode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Anyway.
Diggy, just a moment. Sick Diggy, I hope that you get well and stay well, my man. We appreciate you tuning in. We appreciate you being with us.
Of course.
But yeah, that happened. So what's more iconic, Don's spelling round or that one kid that had to spell
iridocolitis,
whatever the hell that word is? Oh, Jesus. We need a break.
Before we do, there is actually something I want to announce. It happened during the previous break.
Okay.
But the final votings for the VTuber Starlight Awards are now open. So now you can finally go ahead and nominate me, Genevieve Yoso, for Best Lore in Small VTubing.
Pardon me.
So yeah, it opened today. The voting ends on the 15th of October, and the award show will be on the 15th of November.
In the immortal words of the late great Jack Buck, pardon me while I stand up and applaud. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Monday night doubleheader, and there's a big fat college football game in my neck of the woods. Can you believe it? Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
And ever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, 5... No, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Are you ready to upgrade your coffee game? Prepare for an invasion of flavor with Invader Coffee. It's the caffeinated elixir that fuels champions, the blend that pushes boundaries. Whether you're battling deadlines or exploring uncharted territories, Invader Coffee has your back. Join the invasion at invadercoffee.com and taste the difference for yourself. Use the code Snowman for 15% off your first order. Invader Coffee, veteran owned. Sports bettors, listen up. Your favorite sportsbook, BetUS.com, is back and in our 30th year of action. With live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds boosters, props and parlays, fast payouts, and exceptional one-to-one customer service, we got it all. And when you sign up today and use the code Snowman, you will get a 125% deposit match on your deposit. Log on to betus.com or call 800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. BetUS.com, where the game begins.
This planet has been great to me. It's given me gifts that I can't even explain. It's given me adventures and memories I'll never forget. And Battleborn, I think, has given me the opportunity to go beyond and give something back. How can I be a better custodian to this planet and the place I live? That's where I am with Battleborn. Let's make the planet a better place.
'Cause we take this job so serious.
You fool!
Delete! 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 Delete!
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I wish I had an answer for what in the all types of blue hell that was.
Same
By the way,
here.
if you want to see the clip that we reference, go to patreon.com/SITmorning or patreon.com/@snowmanmultimedia. Please join them both because we're trying to build this thing. We got a lot of behind the scenes stuff coming your way.
Now,
32 after the hour, thanks to all of our stations that have partnered with us this morning. Don,
Before we get into your juicy game, there are two loose pieces of information we do need to discuss. We missed last week the retirement of the Riz himself,
Anthony
Rizzo. The 10-year Cub, 3-year Yankee, 2016 World Series champion, retired. Seemed like it was an easy decision after the birth of his first child, and unfortunately, nobody picking his bat up off of the streets.
Nope.
So Anthony Rizzo retired a Cub over the last week. And Joe Burrow is likely going to be out 1 to 2 months due to turf toe on the left foot, which means Cincinnati, your season is, well, not just over, trashed, and everything else, but
you're screwed. Yeah, you're totally screwed.
That too.
Again, good old SMG4.
Yeah. Cincinnati, you're screwed.
Now,
You
what
are
is
just
this juicy little battle you've got in your neck of the hood?
Well, Chris Dietz has said it on this show all the time, and he also said it on the pregame pulse.
Okay.
There is no love for the Indiana Hoosiers.
No, there isn't.
And
really
this
isn't.
year, there's no love for the Fighting Illini.
Nope.
If you and Dietz would do me a favor and look up where that network's game day crew is going, I will tell you where it should be. It should be in Bloomington, Indiana. Because not only is this a Big Ten matchup, not only is this let's see where both of these teams are, and they're really messing with Indiana because they got them ranked 19th. Really?
They're in Miami this weekend, dude.
What?
As the Hurricanes have their game against
Florida. Oh.
Yeah,
Florida.
I can see why they'd want to take that one.
But it should be in Bloomington, Indiana.
I think that's where Fox is going to be.
Oh, somebody needs to have that.
I'm pretty
game
sure
there.
Fox is going to be there.
Listen, in a year's time, we'll be bigger than both game day crews. I said it.
Yeah, we said it. We said it. What are you going to do about it? Get off my lawn, kid.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
Anybody that thinks otherwise?
Now that's some bull.
There. I said it. In a year's time, we are going to be bigger than College Game Day and Big Noon Saturday. We're going to blow them both away. It may take longer than a year, granted, but the pregame pulse is going to be all over the place.
Yep.
NBC will have Illinois and Indiana, and so will we. That's the game we're going to have. Illinois, Indiana, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central. All of our coverage will start with the pregame pulse at 4, because Dietz and I will be looking at the afternoon games leading up to Illinois and Indiana. That's the juiciest matchup of the week. I mean, I love your playmaker, and I know y'all have to survive Miami, which you're not. But that's one of the let me say this. That's one of the juiciest matchups of the week.
I got another one I'm looking at that's at 3:30.
What you got?
22 Auburn, 11 Oklahoma.
In Norman.
But
another one.
Okay.
Arizona State and Baylor.
How about this? How about this one at 3:30? 21 Michigan on the road to Nebraska.
I shouldn't make my picks on today, and I know Dr. Dunbar, who is a very dear friend, is not going to like me for this, but sound the alarm.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. It ain't an alarm. It's this.
Here's another one.
Okay.
7 p.m. on that 4-letter network, Columbia, Missouri. South Carolina and 23rd ranked Mizzou.
I'm not looking at that game for one reason. Missouri's already favored by 13.5.
I know. That's why I'm going to say South Carolina, you're going to get your kicked.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But the juiciest, I don't care what anybody says, the juiciest matchup of the week is in Bloomington, Indiana. Because they're showing Illinois no respect, even though they're ranked 9th. And they're definitely showing Indiana no respect. They're ranked 19th. Plus, Indiana got to the playoff last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the media has been giving absolutely no respect to teams that deserve the respect.
Yeah.
We talked about it with the 25. We talked about it with the 25. What the hell is Notre Dame doing 24th at 0-2?
Notre Dame should be nowhere near the top 5.
Notre Dame should be out of the 25 looking up like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
They've taken 2 L's that either shouldn't have been taken or they got blown out.
And by name recognition only.
That's the only reason, because of the fact,
top 25.
Not just that, but they went to the national title last year.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason they're hanging on to it, is that the gray wigs, wherever the NCAA offices are hoping that they can rebound. It ain't going to happen.
Well, after this game with Illinois, Indiana's got 2 big ones coming up on the road. They go to Iowa and, dear Lord in heaven, they go to Oregon. Go.
And Iowa has themselves an interesting game coming up on Friday because they're on the road to Rutgers.
Inska-Westons.
And Vegas ain't giving them much of a shot. They're only favored by 2.5 currently.
I'm telling Deets right now to pick a Friday night game that we can cover, because given the fact that I won't be able to do the Indiana Fever game this Tuesday because I'll be at work.
You want to get something in, and Friday sounds like it's going to be one.
I want to get my chops going.
Honestly, if it was me, dude, I'd be taking Iowa Rutgers because Tulsa, Oklahoma State's favored in a runaway.
Mm-hmm. What's the line on Iowa and Rutgers?
2.5 over under 45.5 Iowa in the 2.5.
That could be an alarm game.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That could be an alarm game. So I just asked each to pick a Friday night game that I'm going to strap the headset on for. I'm definitely putting the headset on for Illinois and Indiana.
Looking in the chat real quick, and Jen, this one is for you. Vic wants to know where to go to nominate you.
Yes. You guys don't mind if I quickly put a link in the chat, right?
You're good. Do what you got to do.
Go for it.
Okay,
I brought it up, so put it in.
If you weren't going to put it in the chat, I was going to.
Give me one moment. Give me a moment, then.
Jen put the
link to nominate.
Okay, so it's actually you actually get it on a tweet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
It's this tweet here. The link to the forums is in reply to that, and they've also made a quote in the reply on if you need a reminder of the nominees. But I think the only one that you guys will care for is me in Best Lore. Please consider voting me. I have done a lot of work on my lore. Don here is also part of my lore. He can vouch for how cool it is.
And we're still writing stories as we speak.
We're still ever growing the lore. And did I tell you guys we're turning it into a VTuber group?
There you go.
There he is. There it is.
I give Jen's lore 5 couches out of 5.
Hey,
couch.
Hey, I repeat the sentiment. I actually repeat the sentiment, and I vouch for you. There. Iowa Rutgers. I think it's going to be Iowa Rutgers where we look.
Yeah, I would be picking that one because I don't think that
8 p.m.
Tulsa is going to have a shot with Oklahoma State. So yeah, you'd be looking at an 8 o'clock Fox game.
Yeah, 8 o'clock on Fox on Friday.
Yeah.
So we're going to make it official by 3 p.m. on the website and on the YouTube channel. Iowa and Rutgers. Of course,
I'm game with that.
Pro Iowa program in Des Moines. Yeah, he is. Because of a very special tradition that they have when everybody looks at the hospital that's built into Kinnick Stadium.
Yep.
And I've been into Kinnick Stadium. I've been in Kinnick Stadium. I've walked on that hollow ground. Matter of fact, when I was covering TIU, we went to in back-to-back years, we went to both Kinnick Stadium for a walkthrough, 4-hour game. And you ready? The department store called Jack Trice Stadium in Ames.
Right.
So been to them both.
Oh, there you go.
Been to them both. I've been to both Jack Trice Stadium as well as Kinnick Stadium. Yeah, Iowa. I think Iowa and Rutgers will be our game because Tulsa and Oklahoma State looks like a blowout.
Yeah.
So
and
we're going to Rutgers.
Jen, your tweet didn't load up on the main chat. I'm looking right now.
Don, Jen, why don't you send it to Don? Don will send it to us, and then we'll send it out on my YouTube.
Send me the link to the tweet, and I'll post it. I got you covered.
Got it.
Now, here's a game and a time that I'm looking at that bothers me.
Okay, try me.
Texas Tech and Utah.
Ooh, that's the noon game.
Why are they playing at noon? Exactly.
Oh, I see now. It didn't show my chat with the link because I'm not like a mod or anything, so it must have deleted it.
Yeah, it must have. I got you covered.
Yeah, it shows on my end.
Yeah, just send it my way. I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
I already damned you it.
I'll have it covered.
10-4. I'm on you.
Texas Tech and Utah playing at noon.
The absolute blue, you know what? If I could tell.
Then you got Maryland, Wisconsin. Wisconsin favored by 8.5. Syracuse, Why Syracuse Clemson at noon, and Clemson is favored by 17.5.
Thank you.
They're favored by the Clemson's favored by 17.5. Watch what happens. This is for Tiger Stripes Media. Watch what happens. Syracuse
weird is going to
could
happen.
go to Clemson and sock them in the mouth.
Something really weird will happen that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now.
SMU and Oh, hello.
What you got?
SMU and TCU.
That's going to be a dogfight.
TCU favored by 6.5 from Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, Texas.
You do realize that I'm going to be keeping an eye on this right up till about Wednesday when I finally decide what 12 games we're picking, right?
Then you got the Civil War at 3:00. Oregon State and Oregon.
Oh, and Oregon is favored in a mile of a blowout.
Yeah, I see it.
I mean, that's a show.
Hey, Damian Hernandez is here. Caleb, you're dead to me. I swear to God, if you lose this game to the Cow Turds, you ain't coming back to Chicago. You'll be the backup for Dak. Oh, jeez.
I don't even think Dallas wants them.
You know a game that could be very interesting, even though the line says otherwise?
Try me.
Purdue and Notre Dame.
Ooh.
So after two major L's.
3:30 game.
Yep. So after two major, and it's on NBC, of course, with their broadcast deal.
Yep.
So after two major games, were they? Give me this button. So after two major games where Notre Dame took a big fat they get a walk-on in Purdue.
Yeah.
Really?
And Notre Dame's favored by 28-5.
I hate to say it, but watch what may happen.
Yeah, this could be one of those monkey games where it's like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm. Purdue could pull an Army or Navy, I beg your pardon. But yeah, Dietz is right. Oregon and Oregon State's back on the schedule.
Don't matter the spread as long as it's on.
With the CFP screwing up things, I'm glad to see some rivalries back on the schedule.
Hey,
and yes, I know I said something that a lot of people won't like because a lot of people actually like the CFP, and I don't know why.
People keep calling it a civil war no matter what the schools want to call it. I mean, just like what we did with Notre Dame and Miami, it's always going to be Catholics versus convicts to us, no matter what.
Yep. That's it. That's what they called it in 1988, and that's what they are. That's what we're going to continue to call it. Somebody hasn't been paying attention to the Playmakers blog. Darnell, unfortunately, no, I have not because I haven't had time. I'm pulling it up right now. Victor Locke says, Damian, don't you curse my team like that. We do need quarterback frozen mild sauce. Oh, jeez.
That's a new.
I would go into the kitchen, but we're almost out of here, so screw it.
Don't.
Quarterback frozen mild sauce goes well with deep fried, chicken fried, air fried mustard. But under no circumstances should you pair it with 38-day-old mayo.
Or a 32-year-old brisket.
Thank you. Thank you. Jeez Louise.
What are we doing?
It will always be the Civil War, no matter how many times they try to cancel it. Absolutely
Also,
right.
I have been told Saturday,
Yes.
if I do want to order takeaway,
Yes.
I can, but only if I want to order certain things.
Oh, because that's right. This week kicks off in about what?
3 days.
3 days. This one is going to be going for 222 hours straight.
And yes, some episodes of Snowman in the Morning will be featuring during this 222-hour stream.
Spotlight game of the week is in Bloomington, the corner to the Playmaker. Good on you, Playmaker. Kenneth Clark is with us. He says, how about the games tonight? NFL and Joe Burrow is out for 3 months. I think Joe Burrow's done for the season.
Yeah, they'll probably shut him down.
I think Joe Burrow's done for the season. Quick look at tonight's games. Tampa Bay and Houston. Baker gets 450 yards.
I believe I was like on the fence on that
Yeah, you were.
one,
You were on the fence.
according to Don. But he said if Houston wins, I become the queen of picks.
Again, you'll end up getting a game lead on everybody. I'm already down one game, so
I already got
yeah.
I already got the graph. I already got the graphic.
There you go.
Oh
I'll
nah,
have
you
it
did
ready.
not make
I'll
a
have it
graphic
ready.
for me.
Oh yeah. I also made an intro for you.
Nah.
You'll see that tomorrow. And I might do the same for Napoleon.
Oh, you
Since
have to make one for Napoleon.
I have to make one for Napoleon.
And
I'm gonna be on campus tomorrow. Matter of
Yes.
fact, Tuesdays, since I work Tuesday nights, we decided to make it simple. I'll travel with my wife as she goes to work, and then we'll get lunch, get a nap somewhere, and then I go to work. So Tuesdays on campus. If anybody wants to sponsor that, let me know with an email to snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com. That's snowmaninthemorning@gmail.com.
You might also need to have the music loaded up for the truck as well. Get that CD player bumping.
Done. And done. Apple Cup is back on the schedule. Washington and Washington State.
Now, dealing with the other game tonight, the Raiders and the Chargers. I mean,
Pete said this is a game Houston needs, and San Diego will wax the Raiders. I do not doubt that at all. And it could come to Houston snatching this game from Tampa Bay.
Houston, I got a feeling this game will end up being decided fourth quarter. And Houston's going to need to have the last possession to do it. Tampa's going to give them fits, but give me, like I said in the picks, give me Houston.
It could come down to a walk-off.
There have been a lot of those this week.
A few walk-offs this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to the Chargers Raiders, I'm not sweating that game because the Chargers look good against Kansas City. Their good is better than Vegas is better. I don't trust Geno Smith at all.
Now who in the vital blue hell would trust Geno Smith?
After what he did to New England, there was a lot of people that did. But let's be real, New England
Not
played
me.
down.
I haven't trusted Geno Smith since West Virginia.
Let's be real. New England ended up unfortunately playing down, and we played too far down. Because look at what we did against Miami.
Ain't no way I'm trusting Geno Smith.
I'm just saying.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
The Raiders should be in Los Angeles anyway. That's a rant I'll have for tomorrow.
They ought to be. They should at least be in Oakland, back in the Coliseum.
And per Victor's comment, hey Victor, take this.
San Diego, Superchargers, San Diego, Chargers, San Diego, Superchargers, San Diego.
There
Is
we
this the
go.
one that we all bet on Napoleon went with the Raiders?
Yes.
Again,
Yep.
I reiterate what I said before. It's really, at the end, basically a skill issue.
Yep. It is. It really is.
That's it. And thanks for the sound. I appreciate it.
I had to do the Kiara impression.
Good.
And then
And
here's
you-
one of Henya. Skilisidayo.
Do it again.
Skilisidayo. Yes.
Why am
You
I
do-
getting ideas?
I was about to say, you do realize that you're loading up the gun for this one to use for ideas, right?
She's loading up forget the gun. She's loading up the cannon.
You
Oh,
want
look
me
at
to you want me to find that Henya sound, don't
No,
you?
no. This is perfect.
What?
This is what the impressions you did were perfect.
What? Yeah. I should have warned you a little bit. Yeah.
What?
This happens a lot.
Damian Hernandez, Mac Jones reviving his career, DJ reviving his career. Has hell really froze over? In your case, yes. Because Daniel Jones threw for 300. Mac Jones nearly threw for 300. And, oh, by the way, both teams are 2-0. The Bears, not so much. We're getting out of here. Have a great day. God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move. And always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger. We are, and we hope y'all are too. And to the playmaker, at least for now, yes, he is. We're out of here. See you tomorrow. All of our networks, including Zebo TV and Mosaic TV for television, as well as all of our network, all of our radio stations. We love you. We thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Just remember hemorrhoid, Lebron. Hemorrhoid. See ya.